Hey everyone, and welcome to Trades of the Day. I do trust, hope, and sincerely plead that you had a fantastic Tuesday. I went through most of the day thinking today was Wednesday, but that's all right. Let's get the worksheet pulled up. Got a few new trades that we can certainly look at and kind of chat about. First and foremost, I want to go over here to the credit spreads, the current month, and just look at these and just kind of gloss over them. So we have Alcoa, and Alcoa, this one's in May. Really, it's just all about what happens on earnings, so I don't mind owning at that price. We will see. Facebook, we have a long way to go, so nothing really to worry about there. Really, the only one that merits a big update is Tesla, and we talked about just days ago selling this put way the heck down here, which was just kind of comical. A 150 put on Tesla expiring regular April, which is really not that far away. So let's look to buy that back tomorrow for about 30 cents, really capturing most of the premium, locking in a gain, and going from there. Square did fill. So here's Square, ticker symbol SQ. And again, this is for June. So doing a little bit of longer term put sales out there just to kind of lock in some premium. This is a $40 one, and it just really depends on which one you did. So if you did the May or the June, you can get some good premium. I mean, May, $40 right now is about $1.15. So this is a pretty decent premium. We'll see what exactly happens. But again, these 5 stocks I won't mind owning longer term, but we're going to be able to buy back the naked put on Tesla. I would advise sometime tomorrow, and then we're just going to leave the other 4 open and see if we can catch another shorter term, smaller put sale at some point. As far as our swing trades go, we don't have that many active. GE's going back a while, and that was the first one on the screen. So GE has an interesting little candle today, and it did make some lower lows and some lower highs recently, but let's go ahead and take the stop down and just put it right above the high of that candle. So if this the high is 13.14, our stop is 13.18, so that way we can at least lock in a little bit of a gain just in case it pops strongly. We can move, updated stop, we'll lock in a gain, we'll move on to something else and just kind of make it happen. Here's Dick's Sporting Goods, ticker symbol DKS, and Dick's Sporting Goods still in by the skin of our teeth. So hopefully we can bounce, and my plan on this one, unless we have a nice bullish day tomorrow, towards the end of day, if we can exit for a small gain, let's do it. Small gain, break even, something like that. I'll be keeping an eye on it tomorrow just to really see what actually ends up happening, but this one will be a good one to watch and just kind of keep your eyes on for tomorrow. Still looking at these, again, this is you're having an absolute blast trading this straddle and strangle, because again, having 2 at this particular point, and I've had some messages back and forth, it really just depends on who you are, how you played it, and when you sold, because at this particular point in time, both of these options were able to make money on the SPY and the Qs. Getting into those trades, saying, all right, I have no idea what the market's going to do, but whatever it's going to do, it's going to do it relatively quickly. So the SPY calls we got back in on the 29th, which was this early morning on this day right here, and those popped up to about $7 and some change. So again, when you're trading options, it's all about ROI and risk, return on your investment. Even though if your risk is small, but whatever money you're putting in, if you're getting a 20, 25, 30% return in the same day, or at least the day after, that's pretty solid, right? So my overall thought process is if you were able to exit the SPY calls, which I did up here, congrats. And then the very next day, right, the Qs had a very, very nice drop. And so you were able to make some gains on the Qs as well. So it just really depends on exactly how you played those. Got a few other messages. I'll be leaving those active for right now, just in case some other traders are still tracking those. And in the future, my goal is obviously to help you with your quick trades as far as options, because that is what options are about. Purely is it's all about the speed. All right, so here's Best Buy, ticker symbol BBY, and Best Buy looks good so far. I mean, we quick retest into the 100, hopefully a little bit of a bounce. We're up about 0.7 Rs at the moment. So let's see if we can get some more bulls to come in the next few days. We'll continue to hold Best Buy. Here's Lulu, ticker symbol LULU. Lulu's looking pretty decent, and Fitbit was the other one. This was a May put, which I do believe is over earnings. This is what's called an absolute zero. So this is 65 cents. Did fill today, and the worst you can lose on this trade is 65 cents for whatever your risk is, which is not that much at this particular point. If it goes to zero, you lose your R, and if it doesn't, we kind of play it from there. So some new ones. We have a few that we're going to keep our eyes on, and this is a brand new IPO. Think about it like the Netflix, bullish Netflix. This is IQ, 1664 by 1538 as a swing trade, and that one looks pretty nice. This is 4/3/2018, ticker symbol IQ. First trade placing on this one, obviously 1664 with a stop at 1538. And you will notice I did make a little bit of a note in there. We're going to look at that in just a second. Gap and go today, open because it's not triggered, and throw that in right there. I don't want this to trigger until after 10 a.m. Eastern. So if you have a broker that's capable of doing that, most should be capable of doing that pretty easy thing. I don't want it to gap up because it is still an IPO and it still could get a little frothy early in the morning. I want it to, gap, trade higher, and break above there after 10 a.m. Eastern. So I will have a time contingency, which are really important in my trading on IQ. And then another pretty new one, or newer one, is Dropbox, DBX. And DBX, what I'm going to look for is I'm going to get a little creative on this one as well. I'm going to do a bullish stop limit with a stop down here. Here's the stop. So this is the stop loss and bullish stop limit. So in this one, again, I'm going to have two different entries. I'm going to have the stop, which is the trigger, right? This is when the order would go live, which is 31.82. And then I want it to pull back a little bit and kind of get filled at hopefully 31.15. So just trying to save some pennies here and there, but I think it pullback makes sense. So you're going to be basing your risk off of the 31.15 entry price. So if I hop over here, hop over to 4/3/2018 DBX and look at something like 31.82 with a stop loss at 27.52. Talk about shares on that one. I think it's a good setup, and based on a gap and go, and it's open because it's not triggered yet, along with this one, open. And those are two pretty newer IPOs that I'm looking at playing. Again, here's the daily chart on just a few candles, but it looks nice. And if this one could really run quickly, it's already kind of priced high. I know a lot of you have been asking me about Spotify, so I'll be keeping that one on the list for you all as well, and I'll kind of come back and check that one out. I got a few others on the list for tomorrow. Excited to come back tomorrow and chat. I'll talk about Spotify tomorrow and just kind of share you with all my IPO thoughts. Might even do that as just like a standalone video. We'll see. But anyway, thanks so much, folks, for being here for Trades of the Day. Hope this was beneficial and enriching. You are awesome, and I will catch you all later. All right, bye.